Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a Tarot Oracle reading, and this is for the last 10 days of the month of July. And you, Taurus, are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Taurus, we all have a little bit of Taurus in us somewhere. If you do have your birth chart, which house is Taurus in, that may give you further clarification as to where this information sits for you. Also, this is a timely reading, so if you are watching it at this time, it is the perfect time for you. All right, we're going to begin with the underlying energy for the entire reading, and we do have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is talking about the Pentacle energy. This is health, wealth, happiness in the 3D. So, a big part of happiness in the 3D is having money. We all need money to be able to survive in the 3D. Having said that, you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want. So this is talking about living lifestyle. And the Queen of Pentacles is known for being very resourceful. She can make something out of nothing. And she also prefers quality over quantity. So this is talking about old money. She comes from generational wealth, a legacy that's passed down from one generation to the next. Now, quite a few of the people in my collective have keep bringing up that they are missing inheritances, or they've been cheated out of some sort of money from the family or whatever. So every time the Queen comes up now, I ask the question, can we get an answer for my collective as to why the Queen of Pentacles has to be so it's good that she's resourceful, but why does she need to be so resourceful if she comes from generational wealth? Can we figure that out? That's what we want to know. And for the for the internal forces, we have the Nine of Swords energy. So the Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare. So you might feel like you're caught in a never-ending nightmare. This is talking about waking up, in the middle of the night and not being able to get back to sleep, having the same old horrible dream over and over again, repeating the process throughout the day, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, something that just doesn't seem to change. And this is talking about sometimes waking up in the middle of the night to an aha moment, like an epiphany that you get through your dreams. Maybe you've been meditating and praying and asking God for assistance, and this is now saying that you're ready to for some answers here. We want to know where did the money go? That's what we want to know. And so this is talking about perhaps you're starting to get the answers. I can see in this reading there's quite a bit of communication here. So we'll take a look at this, Taurus. This is saying, like, this quilt on the bed has cosmic symbols on it. It's saying that the universe has you covered. And so, this could be like, you finally have been given the answers, and these are the steps of action to take to be able to get the pentacles that are supposed to be coming towards you. All right, and we do have the King of Pentacles in the energy here. Now, the King of Pentacles, this is in your self-image, how you identify with yourself. So just to remind you, we have a King and a Queen of Pentacles here now. So this is a couple. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the underlying energy for the entire reading. Why is she missing the money? This is the how you feel, like this is where your energy is. So I would say that this Taurus energy, that you are the King of Pentacles energy here. So the King of Pentacles energy, your internal forces, that's what you have control over. So it's talking about, this is how you feel your self-image is. So the King of Pentacles is someone that's highly respected for being able to provide a good lifestyle. The energy is also talking about, the earthly matters of the earth, because this is the pentacle is representing the element of earth. So this could be, you might be in the banking industry or some sort of energy that a lot of times the pentacle energy is in. So this, the different occupations quite often are like, if you're in the banking industry, you would be someone higher up, at least a bank manager. This energy is also talking about, you know, maybe accountants, financial advisors, wealth management, let me see, all sorts of those kinds of occupations to do with money. It could be life insurance, retirement planning, and then we also could be in the real estate energy, because of the element of earth is the selling of land, so land developers. If this is a real estate agent, it would be someone that would be probably dealing with higher end properties, and that could be commercial or residential. This can also represent elements, you know, minerals, etc., that are sold from the earth in the mining industry. So we could be talking about oil, gas, gold, silver, and maybe diamonds. Something that's mined from the earth and also maybe sold on the stock market. So we also have mortgage brokers, stock brokers. This could also represent someone who's the head financial advisor for a company, and maybe even possibly in charge of the budget for a country. So it's that type of energy. Also, this could be a very successful entrepreneur. The grapes on the and agriculture, someone who's in agriculture, growing things. So someone, the grapes on the robe represent the energy of luxury. Grapes in tarot represent luxury. So this is saying that this is someone who is living a luxurious lifestyle and can afford, is able to provide a luxurious lifestyle. So we have a King of Pentacles, and usually if the King and Queen of Pentacles are together in a reading, it's talking about an energy, but they seem to be separate from each other because she's not in the internal forces. Mind you, this is your energy, so we're just going to keep going from here. We do have a Cup of Love. It's talking about the King of Cups is sitting out in the middle of all of this rough water. Rough water in tarot represents like chaotic energy and volatile emotion. He is sitting there, and he does have a cup of love that he wants to offer. So this is in your abundance. So perhaps you are wanting to offer the Queen of Pentacles a cup of love, and this is who you want to marry. It could be talking about that coming through, because we have a cup of love here. So maybe this is more saying that you have your eye on Queen of Pentacles, and you would like to offer her a cup of love. Now, for whatever reason, there's a lot of volatile emotions and chaos around at the time. So the King of Cups is sitting on the out on the cement in the middle of this chaotic energy, but he's in the eye of the storm. The King of Cups is known to be very stable as well, and you know, when the King and when the King of Cups, like, he's emotionally stable, and the King of Pentacles is more like financially stable. So this could be both your energies. So this abundance, maybe you have an abundance of love for the Queen of Pentacles. That makes the most sense here in this reading. And you're waiting because perhaps there's just too much chaos to offer this cup of love. You can see, though, that the King does have his right foot ready to get up and go. So as soon as it calms down, perhaps you plan to present the cup. Because here we have the Knight of Cups coming in, and the Knight of Cups would work for the King of Cups to bring maybe communication to the Queen of Pentacles, saying, you know, the Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor. He's coming through. He's got a cup of love. He's you know, dressed to the nines and ready to go. So this is generally a solid offer coming through. And then we have, he's the guy that you read about in the romance novels and saving the damsel in distress. So maybe the King of Pentacles energy wants to offer the Queen of Pentacles, who has to be so resourceful at this time, his cup of love so that she doesn't have to be so resourceful anymore. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles does work for the Queen and King of Pentacles. Now, this could be a totally different Queen of Pentacles. This could be, you know, this could be, we'll keep going. The Queen of, so the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest of all the knights in the deck. His horse is literally at a standstill. He could have a board meeting with himself just to brush his teeth. So this is talking about, you know, when the offer does come in though from the Knight of Pentacles, generally it's a solid offer, and he has done his homework. It's been well researched. It's saying, like, if you're like, this is communication from when you were a child. So the Queen of Pentacles might be someone that you've known since you were a child, or you know, since you were younger. You've known her from the past. And the Knight of Pentacles is maybe saying that you've been waiting, you know, since that time, like a long time, to bring this offer in of the Cup and the Pentacles together. Maybe you've been busy doing your best to earn enough money to be able to provide this luxurious lifestyle so that she is more likely to say yes to your cup of love. Let's see here. Let's keep going. And then we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is someone who is all four kings rolled up into one person. Now the Emperor, he's in the position of creativity, romance, and children. This is your emotional state right now, kind of waiting for the Knight of Pentacles to show up with this information so that you can move forward. The Emperor is in a position of authority. He embodies the qualities of all four kings. And so we have a lot of power people out here. The Emperor is sitting on his throne wearing his armor underneath his robe. He has he's ready to grab an opportunity at a moment's notice, and he is you know, considered to be an authority figure. He has the qualities of all four kings from the minor arcana rolled into one. So sometimes the energy, when we start having several kings come out, and we do have the Emperor as well, especially since this is all in your internal forces. This could be saying that you have reached Emperor status, or you're close to. You have two of the qualities, half the qualities of the Emperor status here. This is high level performance. This is talking about having authority, being able to move, you know, grab an opportunity in a moment's notice. The Emperor rarely has to fight because he's an alpha male, and the beta males know better than to approach him unless they know for sure that they can win. And they've seen him clean other beta males' clocks, and it isn't pretty. So they don't approach him very often in that manner. And then we do have the Ten of Pentacles. This could be saying, I feel like this is talking about this underlying energy, with this being like, this energy is belonging to your internal forces, and so is this. So I feel that the Queen and the King could be, you know, in the same, like there's something going on, and maybe the Emperor is putting an end to the bullshit, and maybe this could represent that there are actually two kings and an Emperor here in this reading. It's hard to say. We do have major sabotage here. This is in creativity, romance, and this is creativity, romance, and children. This is in your daily routine. So it's this energy is coming. It's saying that this energy is being caused by the sabotage from this energy. So this person has been stabbed in the back 10 times. They are laying on the ground here. They are being left for unalive, and they, you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel. This is a 10 card, so that it's saying that there could be a new beginning, but you're going to have to get up from this position. And this is talking not like someone sort of kind of doesn't like you. This is a collaborated effort. You know, the swords represent the element of air, and this is talking about thoughts of others. And they, the mental intelligence and discipline of the mind are the swords. And so we've got a lot of people that are directing a lot of negative energy towards you all day, all night is what's coming up. All day, all night. All day, all night. And it's kind of like, you know, the 9... this is talking about, this has been happening probably for a decade now, and they've been really at it. So this is either one person that's doing this, and with the pentacle energy here, this could be annually. So there could be some sort of money that you're missing that's you were supposed to be receiving annually, and you haven't been. And so it could be something to do with that. This also could be 10 different people or 10 groups of people. And this definitely is causing a major problem in your daily routine, your health, and in your ability, like, to be able to have like even a somewhat normal day. This is them not wanting you to get up. And we're going to see, what is this about? We have this energy here. We're going to get the underlying energy for the external forces. It's about pentacles. So this is the energy the external forces wants to keep you in, where you're wondering, like, as I said, the King of Pentacles is someone who is extremely good at making money. And I mean, this is still like, I mean, if you think about the 10 of Pentacles being, you know, the most you can have, the 10 of Pentacles would be, you know, billionaire, trillionaire energy. This would be about 700K. So it's not something to sneeze at. And this, this is your energy, looking at the 6 of Pentacles and saying, like, you know, why do I only have 1 pentacle when I've invested time, money, and energy? 6 pentacles of energy into something. Where's the money going? There's money missing here. Where did it go? Yes, this is what we want to know, universe. We want to know, where is the Queen of Pentacles money gone to? That's the question we're asking. My collective wants to know. So here we have, yeah, only 1, and he's like, why is it that I've put all this energy into this, and this is all that I've gotten out of it is 1 pentacle? And he's trying to decide, should I keep going? Should I, you know, like, what do I need to do here? And this could have quite a bit to do with Neptune being in the sign of Aries now. Neptune moved into the sign of Aries a couple months ago. And, you know, Neptune in Pisces was really comfortable, and it had been there for 14 years. So the 14 years, about 2 months ago, after 14 years of Neptune being in Pisces energy, and Pisces is like the last sign in the zodiac, it's the senior executive, you know, it's talking about that energy of, you know, how we approach our business, how we approach relationships with people, how we, you know, and the Neptune in Pisces is quite idealistic and things will work out. It's like how, you know, you make systems and you learn after 14 years of doing something that this is the way I do it, and it always works. You've ironed it out. Your systems are in place and they always work, but they're not for some reason working anymore. It might be because Neptune now moved into Aries, and Aries is the very first sign of the zodiac. That's a newborn infant, and the baby's crying and nobody knows what the heck it wants, and we're running around. The baby's crying, the baby's crying. And nobody can get the baby happy and satisfy it. And that's this energy. It's like what you used to do doesn't work. What you did on the first kid doesn't work. You know, and we are going to have Neptune in Aries for the next 14 years. This is saying don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because there could be some tweaking that you could do, and that might empower you. Now, if this is your energy, but this also can sometimes talk about someone who has only put 1 pentacle of energy in, and they've received 6 pentacles, which is the energy of like the King of Pentacles. Very, very good at having really good results. And so this could be talking about, but the fact is you're looking at it and you're like, normally this would thrill you and you'd be like, woohoo, this is awesome. I made 600K off of 100K, and I was successful once more. But you're not that happy with it because it's lost its joy for you for whatever reason. There's something going on behind the scenes here that perhaps this is an energy of the people from the external forces doing this, and it's maybe there's a big shift coming through here. We've got the 9 and the 10. This is an ending coming, and this is the end and a new rebirth. And this in this position, you have your hand in the form of a blessing, and it's talking about this could be a blessing in disguise. It's hard to see it right now, but it could be. Let's see what the next card up is. We have immature competition, and this quite often can represent sibling rivalry. So you may have some siblings that are vying for your money. Perhaps there was an inheritance and you didn't receive your portion. It could be that type of energy. There could be some embezzlement, something going on like that. This is immature competition. I call this my Mean Girls card. There's not very many. This is the only card actually in the tarot where there's adolescents fighting over something. And this quite often can represent sibling rivalry. But it also is talking about, you know, the mean girls. Think about narcissistic cheerleaders. They're at a competition and, you know, they're used to winning. They made the team. They're all that. And, you know, they are used to winning, and they always get the trophy. But this time at this competition, there's a team that clearly is better than them, and they're kind of panicking, like, how are we going to win this trophy? We can't go home without the trophy. So they are willing to do pretty much anything to get that trophy. And if they don't succeed, their mothers will pull strings behind the scenes to make sure that they do. Now, this is just immature competition, and most people grow out of it, and they realize after a while that really the competition is within yourself. Can you keep your shift together under pressure and be, you know, still do a good job, right? And, you know, really, you only have to be 1% better than the other teams. So the best thing that this team could do is observe what the other team is doing and figure out how to do that move that they're doing that's going to put them over the top. And why are they so tight? How do they manage to keep them? They're so in alignment with each other, and figuring that out, and then putting a lot of energy into the upcoming practices, so that each and every one of them, if they're even just 1% better, they're going to really, it adds up when you're on a team. And then the next time they go out, they will be maybe worthy of winning that trophy, and it will mean something because they actually earned it. So that's what competition is really. It's to inspire, and we can learn from the competition. That's the best thing you can do when you're in a position like that, is just accept the fact that, well, you win some and you lose some, but next time we go out there, we're going to be that much better because they've inspired us. And now we have, but then we have the devil coming in. So this darn devil's going to be in these readings a little bit, I think. It's that type of energy, I guess, for this end of July energy. This is only the second sign, but he was in the Aries reading as well. So this is talking about temptation. Yeah, you know, this is about cutting corners, doing things the easier way, speeding things up. We don't want to have to practice that hard. We just want the freaking trophy. That's the energy. And so this is talking about this position here, though, is your partnerships, commitments, and marriage. So this is, you know, something that, you know, you want to take a look at here. This could be definitely talking about people in your inner circle are actually in competition with you for your pentacles. Now, when we see this, like we see two lovers and they are yoked to each other and they're chained to Saturn's box, the devil is crouched in between them, and he's in this position because it's showing like an animal you know, like primal energy. So this is talking about, this is actually lust, not love. And this is talking about him. They have no choice now. He's in between them, and that's the way it is. And this is talking also about, you know, giving up choice. So being so tempted that you do the wrong thing and then you end up being stuck in this energy. When this card comes up, it's very manipulative energy. So I always cover it with the next card up. You're not going to get the truth from the devil. So I always want to see what minion does he send in, or does God cover it? What happens? We have the magician. Oh, so this is talking, we may as well put the magician upside down then here. I don't usually read cards upside down, but now we have someone that is in a position where they're doing dark magic. And so, yeah, this is about a major transition here that they're trying to cause for the king. I feel this could be an emperor energy here. And this could, now we don't know for sure here, because this could be your energy. And, you know, well, you might be coming to an emperor status, or you might be coming to the emperor. This transition energy is talking about someone's using dark magic, the dark arts, to, instead of giving you the energetic upgrade that you deserve, for you to be them using dark magic to take you down. Now, the best way to deal with this energy really is to recognize, if you don't believe in black magic and dark magic, it doesn't have the effect on you that they would want. And a lot of times these people are using technology to make it look like they're powerful, and they're actually not as powerful as they seem. If you're stuck and you're really afraid and you wake up in the middle of the night and they've been trying to mess around, getting in your dreams and doing whatever they're doing out there, just ask for Jesus to come in, and Archangel Michael, and just ask them to come in and deal with it, and they will. And this is, but you have to ask. So yeah, this is transition. This energy is, I feel, is this cycle of doing this is coming to an end. And maybe the Queen of Pentacles won't even have to marry the King of Pentacles. Maybe she'll just get his money. I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's keep going. We have the Hermit. So the Hermit is talking about the, you know, a dark night of the soul. And definitely that's what this is. When you've got people in your inner circle that want to keep you in this position, like this is really, this isn't someone kind of sort of doesn't like you. This is a calculated effort to keep you down. They don't want you getting back up. And because if they don't want to compete with you anymore, they want the prize. And this definitely feels like it's involving, it could be your spouse, your ex, your like maybe these two are separated, and that's why the internal forces are here. And maybe the Queen of Pentacles doesn't deserve to have the money, and she's trying to take it from the King of Pentacles energy, or vice versa. We don't know for sure yet. We're going to keep going. This is the overall energy, and this is the underlying energy. So this is the Taurus. This is my community that I'm reading for, and this is the energy of someone doing this from the external forces towards your internal forces. So this is them having a dark night of the soul then, because this energy just can't keep up. And if you ask for Jesus's help, this is going to come to an end. And so this is what the Hermit does. The Hermit is going through a dark night of the soul, and he climbs a mountain and he isolates himself. He goes to the top, and until that light, that lantern is full of the North Star energy, he does not come down and take action until then. And this is talking about asking God for assistance. And so this is in your higher learning. And so this is coming to the energy, this is your energy saying to just let God take care of it, actually. That's what this is saying. Ask, you have to ask. Then we have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is a big change coming, an expansion. And this keeps coming up as, and this kind of energy, absconding. So the external forces here might be absconding. That means that they're standing on the precipice of change. Their magic isn't working anymore. It never really was. Their technology was pretty good though. And but now everybody's kind of, you know, it's like when in The Wizard of Oz, when the curtain gets pulled back and then you see, oh, it was just a speaker. That's all it was. And so this is talking about the water is golden because the sun is shining on it. The sun represents God's energy, and there's ships sailing by. And this person's thinking about hopping on one of these ships. This is from the external forces. Absconding means that they've confiscated someone else's money and now they're trying to skip town and go probably overseas where there's no extradition. I think it's extradition. Sorry, I'm in the zone and I may not be pronouncing that correctly. So this is the Three of Wands. This came up, absconding came up in one of the readings a while back, and then I couldn't remember which one it was to say what it meant, but it's come up in several readings since then. And absconding is when you leave, like you want to leave so you don't get caught for doing something. And it's also talking about usually embezzlement of someone else's funds. So that might be what happened to the Queen of Pentacles energy here, and to the King of Pentacles. Like this, you might be already a couple together, or this is someone that you are planning to, and maybe it's affecting both of you for whatever reason. And this energy is being directed because people don't want you to get together and maybe put your money together or your lifestyle together. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll keep going here. And then we have the Seven of Cups coming in. So the Seven of Cups is talking about a lot of missed opportunities because of this energy here. But you see how these cups are in this big cloud here. It's saying that these opportunities were supposed to be coming your way, but they've been taking the opportunities from you and behind your back, basically. And in this opposite energy, anything with the devil, what was supposed to be beneficial for you is going to the external forces instead. So there's like, you're like a black hole and you're sucking in all this opportunity, but they have been manipulating the energy so that the opportunities don't reach you. Perhaps they're this could be a lack of communication. Remember, right now we do have Mercury in retrograde. It went in retrograde June 29th. On July 23rd, though, it is going to be moving back. So you might get some, that might be part of the reason why the communication is taking so long to come in. Mercury in retrograde slows down communication and it causes technological problems and stuff. And this could even be someone has been collecting your mail for you. And so this is, you maybe are not receiving documents or whatever, because that's what this energy represents. But, the opportunities, there's different opportunities in these cups, but they're in this cloud because you don't have them yet. You're like a black hole. You're supposed to be bringing these in towards you, but the energy has been absconded, basically. And so one of those is beauty. So they don't want you to be beautiful anymore. The other one is like a shrouded, like a beautiful surprise maybe coming your way. They're going to make sure it's a really nasty surprise. This can represent being able to shed your skin and let go of what no longer suits you so that you can make room for more coming in. But they're going to make sure that they crawl through the grass and like yellow-bellied cowards trying to take what is yours. And then we have the castle energy. They want your home. You know, a castle is a beautiful thing to have, but it can be very isolating. It's up on the top of a cliff somewhere. So this is saying they also want you isolated, and they want your home. They don't want you to have a home, basically. And then this is about being able to open up to the beauty of the world, but they don't want you to see any beauty in the world. They want you only to see the ugly. And then the laurel can be about, you know, this is total victory. You won something that you deserve to win. It shows you have leadership skills, but instead the laurel wreath is sometimes laid on a coffin. And then we have the energy of the dragons, which can be very fierce and dangerous, and they also can be lucky. But of course, they don't want you to have any luck from your dragon energy. No, sir. So this is the devil energy is making this, and this is in your blessings. So the devil wants all your blessings. You know, this is talking about trying to navigate the energy to come towards them in this way. And they've been doing this for, it could be a very long time, but at least a decade. So this is talking about, you know, again, ask God for assistance here. Ask Jesus in particular, and Archangel Michael. And we have the King of Swords here. Also, get a lawyer. That's what this is basically saying. The King of Swords energy, this is talking about, this is talking about the energy of someone who earns their living with their words. And so this is quite often, this can be, you need to hire, you need to find someone who's an expert at whatever is going on here so that you can check into it. Maybe this could be saying you might need to also hire someone who's an auditor or an accountant, contact, you know, the government and ask them to do it. You know, the people that are in the tax collection department are happy to do those things for you if you ask them to, and if you can't afford to pay someone to do it. And also the King of Cups energy, you know, this is being very careful who you invite into your inner circle at this time. And the Emperor is someone that could represent a judge or some sort of energy like that. So this is talking about getting good advice, getting as much good advice as you can as to how to handle this, going to the authorities and asking for their assistance. This is, you know, the King of Swords is an authority figure, and it's talking about someone who can be a political figure that makes the laws, etc. We do have a king here. This could be president, prime minister, like it would be someone higher up, someone in the Congress, in the Senate. It can, you know, people who make the laws and then make sure that the laws are not broken. This can also talk about, you know, they speak for a living, right? And then it can also be talking about the judicial system. And I do feel like there is an emperor that is looking into this, and that it is starting to come, like I do feel that there is someone on this. This emperor keeps coming in every time I ask this question. And I do feel that this is, you might be feeling kind of like, that you're never going to get justice because nobody will do anything, but the Emperor is on it. And this could be an energy where it takes time to gather the data, right? So just be patient. Don't get all emotional. Be like the King of Cups and just hang in there. You, number one, have to get up and take consistent steps of action to continue to work towards your goals. And like it does say, if you've been waiting a long time, that information is coming in, and this information will be dealt with. And again, with the devil energy here, it looks like, unfortunately, this energy is, you know, it's more than one person. So like this can represent a decade, one person. Annually, it can represent 10 different people, 10 groups of people. And this energy can also be talking, like if you hire a lawyer, This can also talk about judges, the judicial system in general. It can talk about best-selling authors. It can be this could be an energy where dentists, surgeons, psychiatrists, veterinarians. So all of these energies are coming up here. And this is talking about any hidden secrets. This is the energy here for on the spiritual level. It's been seeing what people have been doing. So any energy here is it's coming to light. I feel like the Emperor is on it. And so you're going to have to, Taurus, be a little bit careful with your energy here. This is not a real pleasant reading, but the good thing is that definitely the authority figures are on this. I really, like, this could be higher up. So there are some very good people out there, and you just are going to have to, I would pray, when we've got the devil involved, he can be pretty manipulative with people. And some people, they'll just do anything for money. But I really do feel a shift in this energy. We have Uranus in the sign of Gemini right now. And Uranus in Gemini is talking about the truth coming out. And the last time Uranus was in Gemini was like in 1941 to 1949. So, that was 75 years ago, and the truth is just coming out. A lot of, we still don't know the whole truth about that energy. So it's saying, but there has definitely, I felt it like 2 months ago, the angels and the galactic stars went on strike and said they were tired of trying to convince people to turn away from the devil. Like, they figure they're grown-ass adults, it's time for them to make a choice, because they want to work with people that want to stay on their divine path and make the world a beautiful place. So I do feel that there could be a lot of bullshit going on, and you're going to have to be patient. Now let's clarify this for those that want clarification. If you're leaving the reading here, this is like real heavy energy, but it's really not, because you've been dealing with it for so long that this is talking about it. Actually, you being isolated and away from this energy, it has made you grow into this Emperor status. This could represent your energy as well, of being in an energy where you've learned so much and you've stayed on your path and you've done your best. So hang in there, Taurus. And let's take the energy from the bottom here to clarify the underlying energy from my oracle. So this is Tales from the Vector, and this is the numbers on these cards are the paintings in the gallery. I've got 64 of them, and this is talking about the numbers as they are presented in the gallery there. I will put them in the description box below so that you can take a look at this. Don't be too worried. Like, this is the heaviest of the heavy energy. This is a lot of people's energy coming together, because I've been asking this question for my collective. So just take the parts. This is not something that you want to be, I want this whole reading to be mine. Use your intuition here, because this is a lot of energy. And so we have intent. So this is a karmic space of when, the road to hell is paved with good intentions and sometimes with bad intentions. I feel that this is saying that people do not have good intentions for this energy. And remember, the pentacle energy is your energy. And this is like the toddler, basically, of the horoscope. So this is talking about learning the give and take, and maybe you didn't have your discernment to the point where now you do have discernment now. So now your high level performance, like the Emperor and the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. And we have the need to be right is another one. So do you have to be right to be happy? No, you don't always have to be right to be happy, but sometimes you do need to be right. And sometimes we make mountains out of molehills, but sometimes the energy can be talking about the other side of it, where we're making molehills out of mountains. And then we have the Emperor energy here again, and this is sitting right on your energy, Taurus. So this is saying that this is representing your energy as well. Maybe you have hired someone to look into this yourself. We have surrender, and this is talking about asking God for assistance if it's getting to be too much for you. And then the karmic space of ego. Yeah, people, it's saying like a bat out of hell. It's like some people have a really big ego and they think that they deserve what's yours. They feel like they deserve to take it. And they don't care. They don't care about your suffering or whatever. It's kind of like they're very determined to do so. So just take a deep breath and, let the Emperor work on it. You actually have 3 kings here in this reading, So we have disruption. Sometimes, they think women gossip, but sometimes the 3 kings together can talk about men gossiping. Women have a tendency to gossip about how clean people's houses are and what people are wearing, and men tend to gossip about character. But if you've ever gone to a coffee shop, you'll see that. So, but what's fun for some is not fun for everyone. That's for sure. And so this energy is trying to knock you off your goals here. And I feel like you are someone who is already very successful. You know how to be successful. There's so many kings out here in this energy, and the Emperor. So 2 emperors now. And so we have progress in motion. No. Anytime someone has to destroy someone's life, go out of their way to try and do their best to destroy someone's life, it's not a good thing for anyone, like either side. Indifference, we're all in it together. Like, this is the problem. Some of these people might be smiling in your face, and what is that smiling in your face? But they're backstabbers. And so they're indifferent to your suffering. And then we have the Hermit energy. Yeah, the best thing to do is ask for Jesus to please protect you from this energy, and also ask Archangel Michael. And also the Hermit is here again. So it's talking about the external forces. You could even pray for the external forces. These could be people that are in your inner circle. And we have then moving forward on a strong, you can anticipate a good result from this. This is coming to an end. It'll benefit everyone in the end for it to come to an end. Yeah, this is definitely a transition. It's in the transition spot. This energy is ending. I feel like it's being taken care of behind the scenes. We have dissemination of information. Elephant? What elephant? Yeah, there's an elephant in the room and everybody can see it, and dissemination of information is when people speak in ways that you can't, they're hiding what their true meaning is. So sometimes that can be talking like in different occupations have different languaging. Like, there's medical language, there's legalese, there's, banking talk, there's a million ways that politicians, quite often are known for dissemination of information. So we have Aquarius, so this is Uranus, and we do have the full moon is going to be in the sign of Aquarius, and that's on July 29th, and usually the full moon is when we let go of what no longer is working for us that we were working on from the new moon. And, Uranus in Gemini is wants the truth to come out. And it's coming out in weird ways. That air sign's kind of, Gemini is very quick-witted. And so, like, the energy bounces around quite a bit in Gemini. And so the truth is coming out in weird ways, and sometimes it's weird truths that are coming back from a long time ago. Uranus basically is a pain in the butt for people who don't want the truth to come out. And then we have denial. And what I don't know won't hurt me. So this is talking about, yeah, you need to, nobody wants to think that the people that they love would, that you care for, would want you to be in this black hole of energy. But unfortunately, being in denial is not going to change the energy. It's saying what it is. And then we have the shooting star. So I just feel like this is going to be like, this is your base chakra, your root chakra, you know, like letting go of the fear and just have a strong attitude, like have a good, strong attitude. I feel that you do have a good, strong attitude here anyway. You're doing everything you can on your end. That's all you can do. And, you know, this is talking about when you wish upon a star, you have to actually apply yourself. Like if you just sit there and go, like 2 years later, you're still sitting there under that sky and you're going, nothing's happened. No, the universe, you're going to have to take action towards, you know, asking for assistance in this energy if you're not able to handle it on your own. A lot of people, this is talking about the fear of doing so. And so, but this is, I feel that, you know, I feel that there's enough people that have been praying, because it's coming up in my collective like a lot, and I'm kind of tired of it. I'm like, okay, can we get the Queen of Pentacles her money and her lifestyle so we can move on to talking about something else? So I've put it out there that I want to find out, and I want to empower everybody. And remember, this is for entertainment. So you don't want this whole thing to be your thing. Parts of it may be, parts of it may not, might be similar to the situation you're in. Take what works for you, leave the rest. And, you know, God is on your side, and it's saying here that you can anticipate a good outcome here. All right. Thank you for your time and your energy. I would like for this to be a lighter reading, but it's not. So sorry. But all I can do is read the cards as they come out. All right. I will be back with another reading for you. Bye for now.